24 hours away, and yet from something hugely consequential, and yet I am told that everything remains fluid. The details are still under discussion, and that all of these different options remain on the table. I'll tell you what we know, which is that 4 p.m. tomorrow, we're expecting the full cabinet in attendance at the Rose Garden for President Trump to announce these details. I'm also told some CEOs have been invited and will be in attendance as well, though when I tried to ask who that would be, I was told that it was a surprise. We are expecting these to be country-based tariffs rather than sectoral, but we are not likely to get any specific details until then. I'm told they are even thinking about potentially briefing reporters in advance, and yet it all depends on whether the details are hammered out in time to do that. So everything really in flux, but I am still told that there are three main options on the table, all of these still being considered. The main one being that 20% blanket tariff on all imports, or nearly all imports, coming into the country, though I have been told that one appears to be slightly less likely than these next two options. That would be the tiered tariff rates, meaning a few different buckets that countries could fall into. The third one being a customized tariff rate on a country-by-country basis. So all of those still on the table. I was told officials continue to meet on this today, that they will continue to meet on it tomorrow as well, and the decision could come down to the wire before that 4 p.m. event. I also was told today that there is one other piece under discussion, and that's the possibility of revoking the de minimis trade loophole against China. Now, this is something, remember, that allows small packages to come in without paying a tariff. It's something President Trump tried to pause back in February, tried to revoke back in February. There were some administrative issues with it, so it's been temporarily paused. Starting tomorrow, they could formally revoke that. I'm told that's one option that's under active discussion. That'll have big implications for companies like Shein and Temu, as well as small businesses and small business platforms like Etsy as well. And then just before I toss it back to you guys, I also want to flag, just in the last few minutes, CBS News putting out a headline on TikTok saying that the tariffs aren't the only story in town tomorrow, that President Trump is also considering a final proposal for TikTok tomorrow, that there will be a meeting in the Oval Office, including the Vice President, the Commerce Secretary, the National Security Advisor, and that they're finalizing plans for potential investors that could include Blackstone and Oracle, as well as a long list of potentially blue chip private equity firms and venture capital firms as well. So more to watch on that. We'll have to see how the timing lands with the tariff event. But for now, guys, a lot to watch between now and 4 p.m. tomorrow.
The other thing to keep an eye on is you get that 2-month investigation is due tonight from American officials into the Phase 1 deal that committed China to buying an extra $2 billion worth of U.S. goods. All of the official data that we've seen and has been tracked by investors so far has signaled that China did not meet those expectations, and those go back a number of years. So that could be another piece that's